Before a neuron receives an impulse, only the sodium-potassium pump is working to keep sodium and potassium moving in and out of the axon. And so this is at resting potential. And because of the imbalance between potassium inside as well as other negatively charged ions, it's negative on the inside and positive on the outside. At this resting potential point, the axon has a charge of -70. Next, a nerve impulse reaches the neuron, and so inside the neuron, that means the voltage-gated sodium channels of the axon are opened. And so instead of just using the sodium-potassium pump, the axon is now using the sodium pump, allowing sodium to rush in more so than it was before. And as this happens, the inside of the axon becomes more positively charged with these positive ions coming in. And this change in membrane potential is detected, and other sodium ions channels open up as well. This propagates the impulse down the axon, as well as making the inside of the axon positively charged overall, with the positive charge of about 50. The new positive charge inside the axon turns on or activates the potassium pump. And so now we are in the repolarization phase, where because the potassium pump is activated, potassium begins rushing out, causing the inside again to return to a more negative charge. And thus potassium moves down the concentration gradient until the inside is more negatively charged, and this time it is more negatively charged than it was at resting potential, so the charge is even lower than -70. This hyperpolarization ensures that the impulse does not go in reverse, but now another action potential cannot be sent until the axon returns to resting potential. Thus, the sodium-potassium pump comes into play again, returning it to resting potential, meaning there's more potassium on the inside of the axon, more sodium on the outside, giving the inside of the axon an overall charge of -70 again.